Welcome back to Roadside Nuggets, folks. Welcome back. It is Monday, November 1st of the month of November, and also the start of the second part as we dive into more towards the winter solstice. We're getting closer to that. We just passed the mid-marker point between the equinox on our way to the winter solstice, and everything is starting to really pick up a lot of speed. I don't know about you all, but definitely today has had a lot of energy pouring through. I had a massive breakthrough today. It started around 2 o'clock this morning, and I have been absolutely just wired with energy and things, just processing, coming, undone, and definitely a massive, massive breakthrough. And this is, by this point in time on mission, I'm used to like just transforming different energies and stuff, but this is a breakthrough. And in my perspective, in my experience, and just to me personally, this is what I would call a very, very massive breakthrough. So definitely a lot of powerful energies are coming through and allowing opportunities that we can jump and leap if we are ready to make those choices and move that energy. And just like, wow, absolutely profound. I feel I will talk more about tomorrow more so because I'm still in the middle of that process. I'm about halfway over, a little bit over halfway done processing and going through the experience and the energies of it, but definitely expressing everyone, definitely a lot of energies pouring through today, pushing and allowing a lot of release and a lot of changes to unfold. And a lot of it is backed by, again, the work that we have been doing the last couple of weeks and months up to this point, that we have prepared ourselves for this. So as the energies come in, is literally picking up everything we have prepared to be released and let go of. And now we're going through those finishing processes of that. So that's definitely what this energy and what's going on right now, for everyone. But definitely for me, wow, just like absolutely just massive breakthroughs for the first time. Definitely absolutely like silence inside, complete silence, so for me, massive breakthrough, big change and difference. And it is just the start of a lot of things coming online and working in the right way, now that I've got an awareness on this thing. So definitely more today about just with the energies and everything. Before we go further, I want to jump into the horoscope for today, for November 1st. So the Virgo moon faces off with Neptune in the early hours of the morning, which could cause some strange cerebral dreams. Luckily, the Luna later forms a positive connection to Pluto, giving you a chance to shake off any funk you experienced while traversing the dream realms. And that's very, it's interesting. It talked about, I haven't even read this yet to this point, but now that it just touches upon it, definitely this morning was exactly when that experience occurred for me. Was around 2 a.m. this morning when I was awake, and it just literally hit me, and massive. And it definitely, what it shares, it definitely was cerebral. It was absolutely cerebral, the experience, in a lot of ways. And definitely I discovered a whole network, absolutely. And this is something I'm going to have to definitely transcribe and get into writing and document more and things. But it's a lot. It's so much, and I've just been swimming in it today. Just profoundly amazed at the amazing wonder of the awareness that's going on. And this is what we are working on. Okay, to this point, every single one of us in our experience, we are pushing and we are making it to that wall within ourselves. Everything that you have become up to this point, it has a capacity limit, and your charge, your destiny, is to reach that limit and show yourself that it doesn't exist, that you can break through it and you can punch through it, and what you will find on the other side of that is completely unlike anything you ever thought. And everything finally makes sense. And this is what I've been going through since this morning, is like a lot of the things like just have been building up. Lots and lots of things have been building up for a long time, and I couldn't place any of it, right? And now, like, since this morning, everything's energies and just what's going on is just everything is connecting and sliding into place where it's giving me a bigger, clearer picture. And I'm just so profoundly happy and just way more in a better mood right now because of all the I'm aware of where I'm at, And so as a reflection for the collective, definitely these are the moments where a lot of us are going to be making those massive breakthroughs, and especially if you've been putting the work in, especially if you've been applying yourself and doing the practices and disciplines every day. Do not for a single second let yourself think that any of it goes, like unmeasured, or not really unmeasured, but unvalued, basically. Thank you, angels. Unvalued. Every single thing matters. Every move, everything you do matters. And so especially if there's an intention behind it, it makes it even more powerful and stronger. So what echoes back in the manifestation and what we are starting to receive now as we are pushing through the final moments of these massive cocoon transformations we're going through is definitely picking up a lot of speed, and a lot of things are coming to awareness, right? So be diligent in your grounding practices. Be as stable and as calm as possible. Allow yourself to be in that place. And if you're not used to being in that kind of state, definitely work a lot harder on trying to find where that's, that safe comfort spot feels like. We're not talking about comfort zones, but a space where you feel like you can be more vulnerable, more open, and express more. That's important because the whole goal is to get things released. Now, if you're gonna, push yourself into a situation where it's constantly gonna cause you to close more up and withdraw, and there's not even a chance for you to actually get a footing in, then there's no point. It's more of a sabotage. It's more of like trying to bully yourself into getting the point where you need compassion, you need patience and moments to kind of get the flow going, and then you move into it, right? So again, everyone's finding that groove right now, and everything that they have applied, that they have chosen, and that they have stepped up within themselves to take accountability and responsibility as these transforming fires are working through us. Massive breakthroughs are coming for everybody, absolutely. So it says, watch for the tension in relationships when the moon forms a harsh square to romantic Venus later in the day. People could be feeling especially sensitive in this cosmic climate. And even if your intentions are honorable, advice you offer could feel like criticism to your nearest and dearest. If you've been neglecting your self-care routine lately, it could catch up with you around this time as well, so be sure to pamper yourself if you need to. The vibe evens out with the moon changes into harmonious Libra this evening. This energy is great for ironing out any rifts in your relationships. So be sure to talk things out if you hit a few bumps earlier in the day. Pay attention to your thoughts this evening, because a connection between the moon and the nodes of fate can help you find solutions to any issues while illuminating the path ahead. I'm going to read that again. Wow. Pay attention to your thoughts this evening, because a connection between the moon and the nodes of fate can help you find solutions to any issues while illuminating the path ahead. If you want to discuss your future with someone special, this energy can help you connect over shared dreams and a vision for the path ahead. Wow, powerful. Absolutely. That energy came straight in this morning. Very powerful. And definitely I encourage everyone to, and this is why I harp so much on being reflective, because there's a lot of things you do miss when you're not reflecting. And so if you're one of the people on the side and kind of like looking to your left or right, kind of confused, like not really sure what's going on, or trying to figure things out, and just like really just like puzzled, that's because you're not, like, you're fully vulnerable and open and receiving like what the experience is actually showing you with the information, and like integrating with it. So this is today this energy is powerful. It is helping everyone become so deeply reflective in themselves, and to the point where it takes you to the core. Because we're not sitting here going to go through layer after layer after layer after layer. We'll be here forever doing that. There's billions and trillions of different layers for the whole collective of billions of people. We don't have time for that, right? Let's get to the point. Let's get to the core. Where is the core at? What is all these layers that you're looking at, that you're swimming in dysfunction? Where are they directly tied to and connected? What's the core at? And that's what we got to get to. And that definitely, is the energy that's coming up now. That these energies from today that definitely have popped off, been feeling since early this morning, are providing a lot of openings, for beings to step up in that energy. Everything you've prepared, everything you've been working for up to this point, this is where you apply it, put it into action, and you see real-time results. It's actually starting to fully come in and fully manifest for you. So again, this is also your test in trust, faith, pushing forward and allowing yourself to be brave, even in the uncertainty, even in things that don't make sense, even if things are freaking wild and chaotic and insane. Still, are you going to push forward? Do you still trust in the goal? Do you still trust in the dream? Will you still push for this? Will you still honor the original intention, even though the experience and the circumstance is changing? Will you still stand true to this? And that's ultimately what we have to find in ourselves. We have to come to this place in ourselves and find that experience and stand like, you know what? Yes. But we have to be able to be in that experience to know what our answer will be as well, because you can fully think things all the time and you can say what you will do or what you will say in that situation, but until you actually step into that that circumstance and the situation's all around you and you can't get out, what is your choice? What will you do? What will you say? And that is the bottom line. That is the authentic part of yourself. And we have to be able to discover that part of ourselves for our own self and be able to answer that for ourselves. What is my original intention? What is my truth? What am I going to stand in? This is when the passion is starting to really turn on, because now that everything is up in the air, we can see it all now before us. What is your choice going forward? You either go that way or you're going this way. What are you going to choose? Because you got to make it now, and we're all going forward. So time is ticking. And so with that fire, burning, and pushing up the passion, the spark, the will to choose, to make a choice, to move, take action, must apply, must make a choice. This is the part of evolution now that cannot be denied now with any physical being on this planet, and it must be actualized. So therefore, you either have beings who just literally unplug and pull away further, which they'll go that way. Or you have beings that will push further, and they'll push through, and then they'll go that way. This is the energy now that is starting to come in that is literally going to start moving the reality into different directions for different people and starting to direct people on the timeline for a lot of different bigger events that are coming later down the road. So, absolutely everyone be centered, be focused, allow yourself to be, enthralled really within yourself, within your own transformations, your own study and research of your own self. And dive deeper in you and discover all the different hidden parts of yourself that still you have not tapped into, you have not fully felt into, reflected on, that may be that missing piece you've been waiting for, that you've been externalizing the entire time. Oh, that was confirmed. That you've been externalizing the whole time, looking outside yourself for, but maybe it was right here the whole time, but it wasn't what it seemed. Because every time you looked at it, it looked like something completely different. Not everything is what it seems. But if you go deeper, if you go into it, not just what you see, but if you feel into it deeper, what is it? What's underneath? What's at the core of it? And that might bring all the more awareness to you that will actually clear everything above and propel you, skyrocket you to the surface, the highest point in that consciousness for yourself, which is what is happening for a lot of beings on this planet right now. So, definitely push. In these moments right now, time right now, push. Definitely, and especially the experiences I've been having last, a couple months, the last couple weeks, I'm telling you right now, and this is not just from experience, this is from current experience, right now, push. We are almost to that point where the breakthroughs, they are literally happening. You are breaking through. Keep pushing. You don't give up. Don't sit there and wallow in your pity and your sorrow and be miserable, be pathetic. You are so granted access to higher experience and higher glory in your life if you choose it. But you gotta be willing to push for it. You gotta push. You gotta be willing to let your heart beat a little bit faster for it. You can't just sit on the couch all damn day doing nothing and think that things are just gonna get better for you. You gotta be willing to fight. I'm not talking about physical combat with some other physical person. You love your neighbor. You love your brother and sister. But for yourself and for your life and for that damn ego that keeps sabotaging, trying to get in your way within yourself, you got to be willing to fight. Step forward, face that truth, face the light. Get out of the darkness. Quit hiding in the shadows. Taking comfort in the things that you don't see, that you don't understand, that you can't feel. Step into it. See it, feel it, hear it, sense it, touch it, taste it. It's life. It's for you. It's for every single person on this freaking planet. And everyone needs to stop playing safe with it. It's time to be real, authentic, true, and organic and actually start living for ourselves. And being that for ourselves, right? And it starts by taking your power back. Realizing what is affecting you, what is getting in the way, what is moving through your freaking body that is causing you to trip off, causing you to trigger, causing things to happen. And switch up your mood, control your emotions. All these things are important for us to require our full, total peace back for ourselves. Our full sovereignty, our full divinity, because we are gods with God. But there's no way we're going to stand in that and be that if we're going to be broken people. You can't be God with God if you're broken. If you're going to choose to be afraid, if you're going to choose not to be brave and courageous. That's not God. But you are God, but you're not being God. That's the point. It's not a matter of titles. It's not a matter of trying to give you a prop up or put you on a pedestal to make you feel better about your dysfunction or your situation. It's to reheart you of the truth so you can go back. You can go back to the very beginning and you can reheart yourself what it was all for. What's the point? What's the purpose, the intention? Why am I here? Ask yourself those questions and find those answers in yourself. That's the goal. Ding. Because everybody's here for a purpose. Nobody's just here wandering around just in la la land, just here breathing air just for the good of it. Every single soul on this physical planet that has been birthed through the pain of the mother into this physical reality was for a sole purpose in this life and in this creation. To move this energy forward for all of us. So all of us together, combined as a collective, we are God. And we truly can save ourselves. We truly can push this thing forward in another direction. But are we choosing that? Have we chose that? Have we shown ourselves that we are ready for that? Individually? As a collective? Look at the monstrosity that humanity is sitting in right now. Does that reflect God to anybody? Does it reflect peace and joy? And amazing magic and childlike wonder and brilliance? Does that reflect any of that for anybody? No. But everybody wants what they want. Everyone wants to be what they want to be, yet they're not prepared to do the choices and do the work that will prepare it. That they can apply and put into effect in real time and actually get those results and move this energy forward and actually manifest that physically for us all. That is not collectively being applied right now. It's not the collective intention. It's not the collective purpose right now within humanity's experience. But it will be. It will be very, very soon. Because the whole gift of God, love, the whole beautiful aspect of love that we all are, they're different, many reflections of God. This is all for a bigger plan, all for a bigger purpose. And those pieces are all finally starting to come together in bigger ways. The whole point of finding yourself, the whole point of understanding your truth, is because everything that you have hidden yourself and that you have denied, that you have blamed, that you have raged and warred against in your life, ultimately they will be your salvation. Once you flip it, once you understand it, once you learn to love and heal it, because everything is not what it seems, everything is not what it was. And for you to go back to that and return that back to innocence, it changes everything. Changes everything within you, changes everything within the story, changes everything within everyone else and what you see in them. It changes your whole experience completely. And that is where you write a new story completely and live a different life completely moving forward. That's how it happens. Miracles and magic truly are real, but you have to be willing to step into it, to live it, to breathe it, to actually choose that you are worthy of that could be a possibility in your life, in your experience, that is possible and that you you too are worthy of all of this. That it is meant for you. It is your birthright. It has been waiting for you this entire time. You have no idea how long God has waited for humanity to discover themselves and realize and break out of the illusion. All of creation are waiting. We have a grand audience. If you had the eyes of God to see, there would be uncountable angels in creation, all gazing at this beautiful little planet. Out of all the multi-universes, they are all watching us. Because out of all the experiences across all of creation in the multi-universes, there is not a single experience going on in the entire creation itself like this planet right now. Not a single experience like what is going on in this planet is happening anywhere else in creation. And so this evolution, this ascension of humanity in this planet moving to 5D is of the biggest urgency, the biggest importance of creation and the company of heaven for all souls in creation. And it has drawn so much observation from the angels and the galactics and the beings that have been here before you were even born. Before your mothers and your fathers and your grandparents were even born, they have been here and they have been watching and they have been observing. And they have been waiting for the right divine moment in time for humanity to reach the maturity that we need to reach within our consciousness to be ready for the next leap in our evolution. And we are very, very close. There are things unlocking within the human being right now on this planet that are allowing us to fully step into our divinity, but it is not without awareness. As these doors open, you have to be aware that you are walking through the door. That's the only way you're going to jump. That's the only way the expansion begins and happens and goes through the process, is because you are aware that this is beginning, this is happening, this is a part of a process I am now entering. No matter how high your level of awareness of it is, the fact that you are aware that it is now a process, that is everything to you in your experience. That you can follow and you can literally read your story about yourself, observe yourself through your life. Things aren't just happening to you. You are flowing with everything in life. It's entirely a different experience where everything flips from being victim and against and being, upon you to being a part of everything. Being everything all at once. And it's a constant lovemaking of life and creation over and over and over again as we move higher into a different reality together. All of that is coming. And again, everything that you are doing right now at this moment, everything that you are letting go and experiencing right now in this moment, it is preparing those moments in the timeline for those massive experiences and releases. But all we have is right now in this present moment, yes. But again, also preparation as well. Because you can't solve all life problems all in this one moment. If we could, we wouldn't be here, honestly. None of us would want to be here. If we truly knew we could solve it in a moment, we'd be gone. Right? Therefore, it's whatever is highest. Only whatever is highest in this moment, that's what we focus on. That's what we push forward with. That's what we choose to focus on. And everything else, we allow it to let go. And even if it is so important, even if it is such an urgency, and it's this and there's such a big thing, but if it's not right now, if it's not present moment, what if it could change? What if it didn't happen? What if it wasn't a possibility tomorrow? What if today it's a possibility, but tomorrow when you wake up, it's no longer a possibility in the timeline? So to be afraid, to fear, to be panicked, to be in anxiety about this for the whole week, when the timeline changed literally the next day, but now you're still stuck on Monday, and Tuesday it changed, but by Friday you're still on Monday. You're still in that attachment, in that experience, and it hasn't changed. But if you let it go into the unknown possibilities, anything can happen in a single moment. And then all of a sudden you're in a different experience. You're in a different timeline. You're in a different, reality space with it, which changes everything. Instead of going another week doing the same redundant broken record, right? So again, this is what we're getting into and working with and going through the process. And I'm going through this process. I've been going through this process for weeks, and definitely I'm telling you, some deep shit coming up. And you just got to push. You got to fight. You know the truth. You know the awarenesses. But that still doesn't change that you have the ego. And it still doesn't change that the ego's going to fight it. The ego's going to find some way around it, some way to twist it, contort it, find a reason to justify something, right? So it is a matter of just constantly wash and repeat, go through the process, keep going. And, finally today at 2 a.m. this morning, I had that breakthrough that I literally feel like I've been pushing forever for, finally found it. It was like finding that red button finally underneath so much shit. And I lunged at it, just immediately. As soon as I found it, I didn't even give it a second thought, even let the ego fuck with me or try to take me somewhere else, distract me or make me disassociate or anything like that. I immediately went push straight into it, pressing that button, and it set everything off. So I literally have been riding waves since this morning, and definitely I get more into tomorrow. It'll be a very powerful message for everybody. But just moving forward to today, just this is where we get that passion burning. Okay, allow yourself, everything that bothers you, let it go. Don't at this point in the Scorpio season, this point in these energies and where the planets are right now, let everything go. Whatever you have struggled and pushed with and been fighting with so far, let's just focus completely on that. Everything else, pull it off the table, right? These are your finishing projects for the season, okay? Let's look at it like a child's art project, what you're painting, what you're sculpting, morphing yourself into, what you are recreating, what you are redesigning yourself as, and what you are, what you're clearing away, taking out the trash, and just going through yourself completely, all the different files and cabinets, the thoughts and everything, and just getting all the crap out that you no longer are just going to tolerate anymore. Just forgive and let it go and love yourself and move into that space. These are the moments where whatever is applicable right now, move into what is applicable right now and just choose that. Because the rest of the season is going to be a lot of that kind of energy, of the finishing kind of energy. So it's going to be really fiery and intense in short moments, like there's start stops. I was sharing that the other day on stream. The start stops that the angels are expressing about. But that's this, literally start and stop. Where these experiences literally almost like gaslighting. The energies are going to pick up and they're going to drop. They're going to pick up and they're going to drop, and they're going to just be back to back like that. And it's going to allow so much experience and compact inertia, momentum with the energy, without really giving the ego a lot of time to catch up or to start twisting things before we get to the punchline, right? The end of the Scorpio season. So by the time that hits, we will be finishing whatever you have been working on, whatever's been coming to the surface, whatever you've been processing and releasing and feeling into, reflecting. All that now needs to move into the final stages of the process, okay? And this is also where it's good to talk about this part of the process, because this is good where the ego wants to trap you and wants to get you fixated or obsessed on the different thoughts. Once you've really gone deep into it, once you've really done work and excavated a lot of stuff, you've purged, you've cried, you've got stuff out and everything, there's that part of the ego where it knows you're trying to move into the closure part of the process. So it's going to try to grab you and keep you attached or entrapped into the thoughts, the ideas, the memories, or trying to replay things out, different things like that, to where you obsess, attach, get fixated on it and don't end up releasing the energy, So definitely at this point in the energy, if you've been thinking way too much, if you've just been swimming in thoughts or just trying to get lost in, and victim conscious about it, or just getting obsessed with it, then that's where it's that good gauge at that point. It's okay, gone way too much into that, and it's okay. Don't judge yourself. Don't have opinions. Forgive yourself and let it go. But also realize that everything there's a divine moment and timing for everything, but at the same time, you have to have discernment. Maybe at one time it was highest for you to move into that deeply and really feel and reflect and go through those different thoughts and experience and observe what's going on. But now the moment has changed. So let's pull it back out of it and let's move forward with what we have collected now, what we have gotten together, what we have worked on, what we have uncovered, what we have discovered within ourselves and realize now. Now let's pick those things up and let's move forward to the ending part of this process of closure, of forgiveness, of letting it go, of fully releasing that attachment and moving outward into the experience and like finally applying, moving with the solution. What is the solution now? What are we gonna replace this energy, this space with? Because now we're not going to do the same behavioral patterns because we've learned our lesson. We've seen deeper in ourselves. We understand this way is no longer going to work for us. So the behavioral patterns that have stemmed from that choice of that original thought, now that the thought has changed, the behavioral pattern has to change because you're not operating off the same intention anymore. Your purpose is different now. Once your perspective, once your idea changes, your life, your way of being changes to match your internal truth, what you push with life, what you are, what you feel your purpose is. Okay, so definitely this is big for everybody. Right now in these moments to really be steady, be grounded, be absolutely very intentional with what is going on within your experience, and it really helps if you document. It absolutely will really help if you do. But just allowing yourself to be, love you people, love you beings. But just push, absolutely push. Today is a fiery day. There's a lot going on. Why am I on that point? Literally within an hour and 20 minutes, we will have a special event on Telegram. And that will be a live. So basically, we did a live stream a couple days ago, and I did an Oracle tap-in live stream. So for those of you who were a part of that or who attended that, that similar to that is going to be happening literally in an hour, 20 minutes. So if you want to participate, jump in on that. It does not matter if you participated in, and I guess I never really addressed this, but I guess that's why the angels are bringing it now. So it does not matter if you attended the Oracle tap-in before a couple days ago. You can still definitely participate in this one. I know there's some people that were kind of like, oh, well, don't worry about me. It's like I'm chivalrous. No, unworthiness, calling you out. Okay, so it's open. Okay, love yourself, participate, have fun. Everybody's on the same page. Everyone's equal. So definitely don't feel like you are taking from anyone else's experience if you participate. In fact, if you participate, you help push that energy forward, so it helps other people participate. So definitely don't let your ego twist or manipulate you. Everyone enjoy it, have fun, jump in, experience things, and you have as much of a right as everybody else on this planet to heal. So that is accessible to everybody. So in an hour and 20 minutes, I will be on Telegram hosting that event, Oracle Tap-In as well. So definitely join in on that and have fun. But I love you all, but you gotta push, and you have to decide that you're worthy. And I know for a lot of you people that have not followed us over the years, definitely a lot of this is still very new to you. But there always comes a time, when when it comes to love and tough love, you definitely have to push things, within people and just push the envelope a little bit, because a lot of people are very stubborn. Believe me, we know, I know, you're looking at some of the most stubborn people on this freaking planet, and definitely we're not all of it. There's a lot of us out there, and that is definitely an energy to be contended with. But we get so stuck in our ways, and we get so defensive, we get so shut down, and we take things personally. I'm literally not trying to toot my horn, but I literally am like the prince of taking things personally. Years into it, still transforming. Still gonna go at it, not gonna give up on it, and it does get better. It just keeps, getting better. So definitely I let it all go. We all let it all go, and we keep pushing forward. But these moments are about massive breakthroughs. Again, apply yourself, trust yourself, love yourself enough to see yourself break through. Okay, and ultimately, definitely it kind of like is. Like when you want your parents to show up at your like celebration where you're getting awards or something, or you really were successful at something. You want everyone to show up. You want people, your parents, to show up. It's kind of like that feeling, But be willing to do that for yourself. Okay, be willing now in these moments while the energy is up, while we are nearing the ending, half point of we're the second half of Scorpio season. These are the final moments to put it all in, put all cards on the table. Okay, this is breakthrough time. Everything you've been working on, everything you've been looking at, everything you don't know, you're not sure about, uncertain, don't care. Put it all on the table, right? Look at everything. What can work? What can you work with? What can you apply? And then get everything else off the table. And just focus on that. Move forward with that, okay? Because I'm telling you, the energies this next 2 weeks or so, that is what this energy is specialized in. Is helping you set that into place, helping you apply that to yourself, physically, in your life, in your experience, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and energetically, all over, right? These are what these last 2 weeks or so are specializing with the Scorpio season. This energy is to help you find where that energy now fits within yourself, within your experience, and to push it, to move forward, and to see finally for yourself your results, your experience. What is that going to bring into your experience now? What's that going to manifest for you? Here it is, all of it. So definitely encourage everyone to push, 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 push. Push yourselves. Do not give up. And absolutely, I will tell you, if it feels really, really shitty, if it feels like just unbearable, like you are literally at your breaking point, you're literally about to snap, you're about to give in, you're about to throw in the towel, that is the moment that you are about to make literally that breakthrough. Push harder, okay? Even if you feel it's going to kill you, even if it's going to piss you off and you're going to lose your last nerve that you have in your existence, push harder. Push as hard as you freaking can in those moments, and you are going to find yourself in an experience that you didn't think was coming. And it's going to happen so fast, it's going to be wild. And you're going to find all that push, all that energy, all that faith, all that trust that you pushed with into the creation, into the universe. It all found its way right back to you. And that's how fast the flood came back in and knocked those energies out of your body, pulled it out of your cellular structure, woke up the DNA, and moved you to a higher consciousness and vibration. That's the same energy that you pushed with, that you gave, that you were willing to devote and commit and be loyal to, and integrity and respect and honor yourself, that you were worthy for that, and push. That's what comes back into the experience to assist you with the transformation. It's powerful, isn't it? You got to be willing to put the effort and the work forward, to trust, to push, to feel. Listen to your angels. Trust and listen to your angels. I'm telling you right now. Because everything is not what it seems. Things are going to be confusing. Things are going to, definitely as, being, especially as adults, we get really defensive. We get very protective of ourselves. So we try to just really trust based off of what we've observed, what we've seen with our own eyes. And we don't really take everyone else's, perspective, much, but with a, grain of salt. But, that's what happens. We have to open up. We have to trust. We have to, push, break through, and allow that, because that's what's blocking and allowing so much dysfunction to keep occurring underneath the surface. So again, these last 2 weeks or so with the Scorpio season, these are the moments. Whatever you've got in your tools, whatever you've been working on, put it up, right? Presentation time. Stop trying to work on it. We can get obsessed with working on something. We can get obsessed with reflection. We can get obsessed with trying to sit on a problem, think forever, days and months and weeks and years, over the same topic, the same problem, the same issue in our life, but that doesn't change anything, right? That's just us getting stagnant. This is us procrastinating or getting stuck in the middle of the process, and now we're not able to move forward. right? And that's all that's reflecting. Of course, yeah, you think a lot about it, or that you're, all that, but that just shows that you just got stuck in the middle of the process. You need to continue. There's nothing wrong, there's nothing bad with it. It's just a reflection of where you are at in the process. And if you continue forward a little bit, you'll find yourself that the whole thing will shift. It'll literally change, because it's just showing you that literally it's all about the process. It's all about moving through and transitioning through it. And if you honor that, if you push all the way through it, you will see the result, the solution, the closure, right? And that's what it's all about. It's, again, teaching you over and over and over again that faith and trust, believing in yourself, honoring and respecting yourself, and pushing forward for your dreams and your goals. All those things matter to life and creation. They're the only things that matter to God. All of the fears and worries, anxieties and stress and all these different things like no, God doesn't. That's not God's experience, right? That's not what God made. God didn't create that. And so truly, if we're returning everything to innocence, we got to pull back from being so drenched in those energies, in those feelings, and those emotions, and not really swimming up, getting some air, taking a breath, calming down, slowing your heart, feeling into things, right? Because it's not all about being fiery and explosive and being a firework all the damn time either. Because sometimes we have to shut up and we have to listen. And we have to listen to the angels. We have to feel the angels of what they are sharing. Because we don't know it all. We don't know better. We don't know better than the angels. We don't know better than God. If we really truly knew better, our life wouldn't be as shitty and dysfunctional as it is. So a lot of times the lesson is to be humble and to shut up and listen to the heart, and let the heart share and express to you the truth and what really truly the highest going forward needs to be for yourself, for you and your experience, and allowing yourself to choose that and apply that for yourself, because you love yourself enough to choose that. Okay, so definitely what today is all about. I'm gonna read some comments. Virgo moon. Oh yeah, you're right. Moon is in Virgo, and I literally forgot. Like this is the first time since reading all that information and talking about it all day that I've actually remembered oh, my moon's in Virgo. So that makes totally sense. That since 2 a.m. this morning, that's probably why I felt it so strongly. Thank you, Casey, for hearting me. You see, I forget things all the time. I was like, yeah, you're right. It's yeah, you're forget stuff all the time. David's moon's in Virgo and rising, Virgo rising, cool. Me and Faith are Virgo moons as well, and I don't know if there's anybody else with a Virgo moon. I know me, Faith. I feel there might be another person with a Virgo moon. But yeah, man, that Virgo moon, woo, holy shit, man. Talk about a stickler to detail, being anal about it. Yup. Selena, hi all the way from New Zealand. Can I please have a reading on my relationship, please? Oh. Well, I mean, we're not doing readings right now, beautiful. But in literally an hour from now, we will be doing angel messages from Mom, from God, and the angels. So definitely, if you want to participate in that, we will. Actually, stand by. Let me go grab that. That's actually a very good idea. I'm gonna go grab the link for the chat room for the Telegram room that it's gonna be hosted in. And then I'm going to post this in Facebook on the comments for y'all. So for y'all that don't have Telegram, get a Telegram account and then put this link in for the account, and this will take you to it. And then this will take place at 8 this will be taking place at 8 p.m. Eastern time, 6 p.m. Mountain time tonight. So literally within 1 hour from now. All right, so there you go. So I just posted that on there on the comments. Coolio. Nice. We got Casey, Missy, got Faith, got David, Selena. I don't know if I'm going to say this correctly, but I'm going to attempt it. Chicamzo. I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly, but that's my best attempts right now. I got Jordan, got Krista Ponce, got me, Coolio, and then we had some people on Telegram. We got Danielle, Destiny, Luna, Wolf, Tammy, Sheila, Freeman, Heather Hendricks, Coolio. So welcome everybody. So we will be ending stream here shortly in a moment and getting set up and prepared for another one to go live in Telegram. So again, here we go. I didn't put the picture. I thought the picture was up the whole time. So here you go. So this is the flyer for everybody to see on Facebook. So that is today. That's going to be the link for it. It's at 5D Full Disclosure 17 on Telegram. So you just type that in, find that chat room, and add yourself. And then it will be hosted at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Mountain Time tonight. So that will definitely, and it's all free. Definitely nothing is charged or anything. This is all free. If you feel like you want to donate, definitely you can do that if you feel to. But other than that, this is all a free event we are doing for you all. Because we love you, and this is what we do. We have to wake up the planet. We have to support and assist everyone in becoming more realized, becoming more aware, more awake, so we can move this into an actual real collective experience. It does no good if everyone has discoveries and understands things and we sit there and hide it, and hoard it for ourselves. Like, that's not going to achieve the goal. It's like, it's redundancy, it's contradicted to our main purpose of being here. Ding. So definitely moving forward, and allowing yourself to embrace the truth, whatever your expansion is right now, currently in the moment, whatever you are currently struggling and fighting within yourself. It is ultimately in a lot of ways right now because you're coming to the brink of that breakthrough with it. So it's going to get real tight, it's going to get real suffocating, real in your face, and just so irritating under your skin before you have the breakthrough and fully come out the other side. So again, just keep pushing, keep trusting, don't let go. Let go of everything, but don't let go of pushing yourself. You gotta be in your corner, support yourself, follow through, okay, and show up for you. Definitely, this will show yourself a lot of self-love, but also that you mean something to yourself. To see a different experience in your life, to see progress and healing and expansion, to know a different, better reality than the one you've been having. That's really a way you can honor yourself. That's really how you can show respect and love yourself enough to actually give yourself a better life, a better experience, or help yourself feel better. If you're someone who's constantly in anxiety or stress, or you're someone who's always in like this paranoid state, or you're always in fear or fight or flight mode or survival, or you're always in this challenging competitive state, like, wouldn't it feel nice to just be peaceful? Wouldn't it be nice to feel peace and just be in that space? Not have an agenda, not have like some kind of thing you gotta rush off to, gotta push this, gotta be this, someone's catching up, I gotta go. And wouldn't it be nice just to breathe and be in peace? And witness that stillness, that rest within, even as you are in flow. Be amazing. From being in a life and a reality that's so constant, gaslighting, everything's tense, everything's explosive, people are going after each other and cutthroat, and it's just a mess out here. For once, help yourself return back to peace. Get these things off, the burdens, the weights, the density, the blocks. Help yourself feel lighter so you can start floating up to the higher energies and actually being able to sustain yourself in those higher vibrations, because you are lighter. And if you got so much density and blocks, you're going to get pulled down every time. You're going to be heavy, and it's going to be more work and even harder for you to actually move into those higher vibrations and even maintain it. Like being a consistent experience with it, it's going to be even harder, you know? So stop working against yourself. Do the clearings, work through yourself, do the transmutations, transform, go through the reflective process and come out the other side, forgive, let go, move through it, because there's so much more that you have to do to experience, to find joy and love in, but you're never going to be happy if you sit there and just sit in that shit all the time. You have to be willing to let yourself change whenever and however it is highest for you, because it's all guided by love. So there's nothing to be afraid of. There's nothing to be afraid of what you'll become, as long as you trust and love and have faith. Okay? So we are going to end here in a moment. I'm going to draw a card. So I'm going to draw an animal card real quick. Alrighty then. Alright. What's it gonna be, angels? Beautiful. Fits directly into what we were just talking about. So this is going to be number 19, and it is dog spirit. Be loyal to what you love. Okay? That's for you all to see. Alright, so we're going to move to dog spirit. So dog spirit, be loyal to what you love. Dog spirit appears to heart you that although change is a part of life. I love it when the angels definitely hit the cards on the head with like what we've been talking about the whole stream, and they draw a card and it's like they're exactly what we were just talking about. It's like so synchronistic and I love it. Dog spirit appears to heart you that although change is a part of life and all of us are meant to evolve, our love and commitments remain strong. You are loved and now can trust that this higher love is true. Spirit loves you, and love has arrived in many forms now, manifesting in the people you surround yourself with. Express uniquely through them. Dog spirit also says, be true to that which you love, for now is the time of good fortune. Be steady as you recognize that people and things are always transforming. Your heart is loving and true, and dog spirit wants you to know that your steadfast commitment to experiencing and expressing love will attract and manifest more love. You deserve all of it. You are worthy of all of it. Have faith in Spirit's plan for you. Loyalty to people and situations can turn into attachment that results in stagnation, enmeshment, and loss of integrity. Do you fear what will happen if you let a relationship evolve? Are you afraid that asking for a situation to change will make others see you as disloyal? Trust that when dog spirit appears, you are meant to accept the turning of the wheel of life and the changing of fortunes. If you feel that you are being betrayed or are growing apart from someone, let dog spirit reconnect you with your commitment to love in all its forms. Perhaps in a relationship is meant to evolve. Perhaps you are meant to evolve too, so that you can experience the growth for which your soul yearns. Your greatest loyalty is to love. So be open to all its many guises, including self-love. You deserve the best. You are worthy of the best. And that is what Spirit wants for you. Beautiful. Thank you, Mom and Angels, for that awesome, synchronistic, on-point message. And then we're going to draw a funny unicorn card real quick. And then we will be off, folks, and I will see you all in literally 50 minutes or less on Telegram. Beautiful. All right, let's see. All right, 2 cards. So this is funny, humorous oracle cards, but they're very on point for the collective. So for today, for everybody, so the first card is Drop the Fucking Ego. On the back it says, vulnerability is hot as fuck. So that's number 1. Number 2 is You equals tight ass. Loosen the fuck up. Control freaks don't get laid. So, although it's not the point of getting laid, you know, that's just the humor of it. But that is the point. It's like, you know, loosen up, quit being a tight ass all the time. You know, it's like, if you're so much in control, you're never gonna have a good time. You're never gonna have fun. You're never gonna open up and be vulnerable and experience things, right? And what did the first card say? The first card I read to all y'all said, drop the fucking ego, because it was talking about vulnerability, right? And so there's no way you're going to get to vulnerability if you're being a tight ass. That's why the angels had pulled up 2 cards, and they're like, vulnerability is hot as fuck. Quit being a tight ass. Loosen up with the control, okay? So hand in hand, those go together. Thank you, angels. So I love you all. Take care of yourselves tonight. Ceremonies ground. Drink tons of water. These energies are getting super intense and popping off. We have the new moon that's coming up on the 4th. New moon in Scorpio. So just get ready for all that high energy. And Lily, yeah, things are climaxing very, very fast. It's mounting up some serious stuff. So again, tonight in literally less than 50 minutes, we will see you all over on Telegram. I posted in the comments the link for the chat room, 5D Full Disclosure 17 on Telegram. So you can search and locate us on there. And then we'll be hosting that at 8 p.m. Eastern Time and 6 p.m. Mountain Time. All right, and for those of you that don't join us, that's cool. Again, this is a free event, so it's not charging anybody anything. And even if you participated in the one a couple days ago, feel free to join in again. There's nothing against that. Feel free to. It's open for everybody. Just have fun and just we can all heal, right? So if those of you don't join us tonight, we will see you all tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Mountain Time, 8 a.m. Eastern Time with Buddha and Jeri for the morning stream, and I will see you all tomorrow evening. So I love you all. Take care of yourselves and have a beautiful night.